Welcome back to Merely Roleplayers, where theatrical people play role-playing games. I'm Matt, and I'm somehow still technically in charge in this story, even though I'm not in charge of the story this time. You ever feel like playing a game or disappearing into a story is the only way you can feel in control? Unless you've gone news-free, and if you have, honestly, who can blame you? You're probably aware that the UK has that JPEG of the old man saying, "Guess I'll die," instead of a functioning government at the moment. And it looks like in less than a month, their combination of dithering, politicking, and some genuine malevolence is going to tip us all straight from the high table into the toilet. I've spent a lot of time feeling helpless about the whole situation, as I expect anyone who isn't a filthy rich Tory or a big old racist has as well. But there is one final thing people like us can do before it's toilet time. One more thing that can hopefully give us a bit of influence in the real world. The Put It to the People protest is happening on the 23rd of March, starting at midday on Park Lane in London. If this was a game or a story, this is the stand we would take. This time we get to take it for real. If you can make it, I hope you do. And if you can't, and I know marching isn't safe or accessible for everyone, we'll be taking our steps in solidarity with you. Let's be the spark that lights the fire that... you know the rest. Now, back to a story of strangers learning how to come closer together. Act 2 of Parallax Inverted will begin after this from our friends in the UK Tabletop RPG Podcasts community.
Hey guys, do you want to hear some new and veteran-ish players as they dive into a completely homebrew world created by our talented DM Liam? Then join us for an old-school, authentic D&D experience as we focus on collaborative storytelling in an open world, allowing us, as players, to cause as much anxiety as possible for our DM. Catch us on most podcast platforms, visit our website, and come chat to us on social media. Modified rule. Come and join the adventure.
The stories so far.
You have come across a distress beacon. It is the signature of a ship called the Wren.
I'm going to describe for you. Captain, I couldn't actually find this Ellie character, or this Dave chap. It's like that they no longer exist.
RIB Wren, this is Captain Matt of the Bad Moon Rising.
You can see that there is someone inside.
Who's out there? Life's a game, the world's a stage, and we're all merely players.
Junior, come back to the ship, please. We've got to go and check out this Wren.
Just clean the last ones up.
No. Come back now. Come back.
You're just shooting inert shards of crystal out of the sky.
Come, boy.
On my way.
Belay that. We're going to need at least one fighter. There's at least one person left alive on this craft, and I don't have room in my armature for a passenger.
Do the fighters have? It said I've got the condition cramped. Does that mean the one person can fit in, or
That means one person can just about fit in. Yes.
right? Okay.
I've got an idea for that. Are you asking my advice?
Yes, there's no room in the armature or in the fighters. What do you and from what I can see, this remains of this ship in here is in no way space worthy. So what do you suggest?
Junior.
How about I come back and I pick up an armature onto my ship and then I bring that back?
Well, I've trained you well. Well done, Junior.
It's all down to you, boss.
I'm aware.
It's livid.
Well done. Thank you. I'm off. Bye.
Confirmed. Do that. And don't be aggressive on the approach, please.
I don't know what you mean.
So is your intention to bring an empty armature or to bring the ship in with the two archers.
My intention was to zip back to the fighter bay attach one of the armatures to a fighter and then fly that.
You think you'll probably have more luck taking an armature out with an armature?
Oh, okay.
I would suggest.
Yeah. Also, I'm making an assumption here that we couldn't get our ship in the orb
no way.
with it. Okay, good.
There's within the orb there is just about the front of quite a small ship, and you have quite a big ship.
Great.
This works as well because Chris did see me getting in an armature and going back out again.
Yeah.
So hey, there we go.
Indeed.
You're scrying. Oh, yeah. Spot on again.
Yes, stop talking to me, Junior.
Yes, Junior, I'm aware. Thank you very much. I'm going to the rec room to have a shot.
So I'm taking my armature in the sheared off back half, and presumably at some point there is a bulkhead.
There is a bulkhead, which is very much, it's basically sort of halfway down the ship. It closed off automatically when the back end was torn off.
We have a potential conundrum here, which is how do we get this stranded... I'm on comms saying this. We've got a person stranded in here, but all the airlocks are out. We might have to do a quite quick manoeuvre to burst this bulkhead and then get them into the armature before all their air goes.
Is there like a little camera? Can we see
Yeah,
this?
I think I've probably got...
Yeah, like
I'm streaming.
Aliens style.
Yeah.
It's got a lamp on one shoulder, it's lit a camera on the other.
Would it then be safer if we worked to cut a big enough hole for the remains of the ship to get through and then just towed the ship back?
Do I reckon we can fit the remains of the Wren in our cargo bay?
I think so. It would take some sort of careful manoeuvring basically down the fighter launch tube, but the tube's built to launch a lot of fighters at once. So you think you could. It would be a squeeze, but yeah, you think you could take the front half of the ship in.
That might be safer than...
Okay.
If I've seen this...
Because you saw me cutting, and I haven't cut yet, so...
Okay, yeah, in which case, while Stratos comes up and starts cutting more of the lattice away, maybe I can, attach small thrusters to the outside of the wreckage that we can use to manoeuvre it.
Yeah,
into place.
they're just to assist the manoeuvre.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you've probably got all kinds of useful stuff on that armature. To be honest,
Nice.
I think the primary reason you have them probably isn't combat. The primary reason is doing
it's
practical stuff in space.
To attach to salvage to get it into the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And obviously I can, it's vacuum, so I can potentially push
Yes.
the thing just in the armature as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I was thinking we'd both be in the armature, the double armature push.
Occasionally through the window of the Wren, which is still spinning inside what remains of this orb, you just see what you presume now to be two separate armatures sort of cutting away the cage. And before long, firstly you hear the clang of metal on metal as they manoeuvre inside, and you feel a lurch as they start moving the front of the Wren out of the cage and towards the Baboon Rising.
So we have a cargo bay. So that's where we're aiming to put it. So, Starkey, open cargo bay doors, please.
Yes. Tully, you know what to do. I'm in like a jacuzzi in the rec room. You know what to do, Tully. Yeah, thank you.
You've had a hard day.
Yeah.
All that scrying's giving you a headache.
Tell me about it, Junior.
All right. So we're gonna gently, carefully get the front half of this wrecked ship.
I mean, you've moved larger stuff before. It didn't contain people. You get the impression from the state of the ship that Vicky's probably had worse in the last couple of weeks.
Okay, so once it's in and the cargo bay doors are shut and everything's recompressed and pressure equalised on all sides, now we're going to cut our way into the Wren.
Very well. Vikki, just sort of scorching sort of blue sparks just starts coming through the bulkhead and doing a large section out of it. And before long, you move away from it, and before long, a large section of the bulkhead door just sort of falls into the room with you.
And I'll open up the canopy on the armature and step out and warily move inside the ship. Stratos, stay.
I am going to start my hook, which is I will teach Matt he can act on instinct.
I think that means we're probably both activating, as I'm trying to defuse or point you in the right direction. Stratos, I need you to back me up. I need you to be my rear guard here. If anything happens, you come in, but don't come charging in here with me, okay?
I tell you what, how about we both go in at the same time, because there is what I assume to be quite a hurt person in there, and if I go in there, I can help heal them, and that'll be much better.
Fine. Okay, yes, I see the wisdom of that. Just let's start guns holstered, okay?
Oh, absolutely, guns holster. I'm just saying, I think we go straight in there. That's better for helping a person that's in danger than maybe, stepping back.
At this juncture, are you holding your big sort of stick? Yeah. Absolutely, no guns at all.
One pace behind me, okay? And I'm going in.
Okay.
Palms out. And where are you?
Hiding behind a chair.
Largely the cockpit area is the bit that's left.
Yeah, that's it, really. There's not a lot of space. Yeah, I'm just hiding a little bit and then tentatively just pop my head out to kind of have a look. But, probably can't see you very clearly.
Hello? I don't recognise your picture. You're not Captain Pitkin. What's your story?
No, I'm Vikki, but how do you know Ellie?
She's someone I've been looking for.
Lots of people were looking for her.
She's made herself popular. This is her ship, isn't it? We heard her distress beacon from here, but you're not her. What's your connection?
I was travelling with her and her crew for a time, but lots of things happened and the ship was destroyed and I don't know where they ended up, and then it was just me and Alex, who has ceased to function, and I don't know where they've ended up.
Wait, Alex from Conch Street?
Yep, Alex from Conch Street.
This is where he ended up?
He's right there, yeah. Well, what's left of him.
Today just gets weirder and weirder.
What? Especially seeing as Alex had not disappeared from Conch Street at all.
Okay.
What is an Alex?
You know, the conclave soap.
I feel like he doesn't know any of this stuff, right?
Yeah, I don't, and I legitimately don't.
Yeah. You don't watch the Hollows?
What? Hollows? I'm confused.
I'll explain later.
So far as you're concerned, Alex is still on Conch Street.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and presumably doesn't look like this robot.
Does not look like this robot.
Yeah.
So I think my conclusion is that this person is disturbed.
Yeah, that's fair.
The centre of the galaxy is weird. I like my arm. I like the end of my arm. It was much simpler.
Anyway, look, do you wanna come out of this wreck? We've got some nice places in our ship that we can relax and we can work out who you are, what the deal is, and what the best way forward is.
You don't work for the Conclave.
Honestly, I go where the work takes me.
Okay. Have you got anything to eat?
Plenty.
Do you have roast dinner burgers?
We've got
strawberry milkshake buns.
That's not a thing in any part of the galaxy.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, yeah, I'll come with you.
I think you very cautiously make your way with Vikki to presumably the rec room.
Yeah. Where
Starkey
As we go along,
jacuzzi.
I would like to hop up next to Vikki and kind of just look at her interestingly. Are you hurt?
I don't think so.
No, you're sort of a bit bad and bruised,
Yeah.
but you're not wounded.
Just hungry, and I don't know when I last slept properly.
Where are you from?
I don't really have a good answer for that.
Nor do I really.
Oh, okay.
See you later. And I'm just going to top off.
Bye.
There's somebody on the ship I think you should meet. He's very wise. He'll know what to do next.
Okay.
I want to introduce you to Starkey.
Okay.
I've just sort of got out of the jacuzzi and I've got my hair in a towel and I'm wearing a little sort of dressing gown.
Amazing.
Oh, hello, how are you?
Confused a bit, and I don't really know what's going on or
Sit
where
down,
I am.
Sit down, yes. Tell me all about it. What's been going on?
I'm worried about how much
Don't worry, you can tell me everything. And I wave my hand in
Oh,
a
God.
mystical fashion. And I say, yes, don't worry, you can tell me absolutely everything about the last few weeks. This is plus alien. No! No!
So, Vikki, you do whatever you want and laugh in his face.
And also, you know that he was trying to get in your head.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Why do you keep waving your hand at my
It's a
face?
twitch. Twitch. I've had a long, stressful life. Getting more stressful as we
I know that you're maybe trying to do a thing where you make my mind tell you a thing, but I think my mind doesn't often let people do stuff like that to me because I have looked into the abyss.
Have you indeed? Gosh, that's interesting. When did you do that?
It was a little time ago.
And what did you see?
It asked me some questions.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a tough time.
Look, the main thing that I'm interested in right this second is it seems like you lot let something out at the core and it's been after you. If we stay in this sector, are we still in danger now that we've got you? Should we be getting out of here?
I don't know if we're in danger here right now. The thing that I thought was following us hasn't spoken to me for a while.
My squadron definitely just got attacked by a load of pink crystal things flying around through space.
Yeah, maybe we should...
And I'd rather not meet any more of them.
Pink crystal stuff, with the exception of the cage you were in, you haven't seen it.
No. We can
I try
go.
and use my sage ability to sort of try and start piecing things together? Possibly it says I can pierce lies, confusion, or mystery and see the wisdom beyond.
Yeah, there's definitely
So,
confusion.
she is obviously confused and frazzled.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So
I think this is probably a scope it out, right?
Yeah,
the
you
questions
can
on
scope it
that are probably
Yeah.
relevant.
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably be able to work out if you think she's lying.
Well, have we seen pink crystal before? Is that something that...
No, pink crystal's new. It was all blue before. The only thing
Right.
you've never known to be at the centre of the galaxy, the three of you, is a large blue cube of crystal.
Right, okay.
Your entire lives.
Yeah, I wanted to see whether her mind has been taken over by something. She's just talking
Yeah, go for
gobbledygook.
it.
Or whether she is genuinely
Yeah.
weird in the head. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's an 11.
Everything she's telling you, so far as you can tell, and so far as she's concerned, is absolutely true.
Yes, we should definitely listen to what she's saying here. I think you need to just calm down, my dear. Have a hot chocolate or something.
Well, it doesn't seem like we know exactly, but my instinct is, and my assessment of the situation is that we probably shouldn't stay around here now that we've got you. So I'm heading back up to the bridge to plot a new course. I'm actually heading up to the bridge to look her up and see if our databases or scanners or whatever have anything on who this person is.
And I'm just tucking into a regular cheeseburger oh my god, this is so delicious.
Okay, and I am calculating +2. It's a 6 still.
So far as you can tell, you take a bit more detail before obviously going to search her out files-wise. You can find no match for her appearance. You can find no record of her aboard the Wren or indeed any other ship ever. Yeah, you've got absolutely nothing.
Yeah, dead end.
When I toddled off earlier, I would like to have toddled back to the bay, and just on instinct, I want to see if I can take kind of like an errant power cable and plug it into something in the Wren to see if I can power it back up and see if there's any more information, any stuff on the scanners, anything that's still in the ship's data core that might help us.
Absolutely. Give me a scope it out.
Yeah, 6. Damn.
You managed to get the consoles up and going, but you're not particularly au fait with how to get the information out of them.
Cool.
It's not a style ship, but everything is up and running.
Me and Vikki are still in the rec room.
Yeah.
And I've also ordered a burger.
Yeah.
I'm tucking into burger and chips.
Strawberry milkshake bun.
No.
No.
That was a huge mistake.
I just want to say, so you seem a little bit, frazzled, I suppose, is the best way of putting it. Is there anything you would like to know about where your
I would like to know.
Yes, your path in this world, where you're going to be going and what you're going to be seeing.
And that's something you can tell me.
Well, I can have a go.
Oh, then yeah, let's do it.
Okay, well, what would you like to know? You can ask me 3 things if I roll well enough. Or poorly enough.
So I think from the bridge you can see where it is, so you know it's
That's a 7. It's a 7. It's a mixed success.
Mixed success.
So you can ask me 3 questions. How are you feeling in a certain time? What danger you're going to be facing?
Yeah, I think I'll be asking that one.
So what danger do you think we're going to be facing?
Yeah.
Well, I don't... Let me have a little look at Luke.
You see Vikki surrounded by blue crystal, like in corridors of it, almost like a mirror maze. Then she sort of falls out of existence and is plunged back into it. But this time she's not surrounded by blue crystal. She's surrounded by a structure, a large structure surrounding 3 black holes. Around it, you can see the wreckage of hundreds of Conclave ships.
I turned to her and I said, well, very interesting. How do you feel about hundreds of wreckages of Conclave ships?
I feel very good about that.
How do you feel about blue proto-meta corridors?
That sounds similar to a place that I've been before.
Really? Oh, interesting. Well, I can let you know that you're going to be back in these corridors at some point, and you may well see hundreds of wrecked ships. So that sounds jolly good, doesn't it?
But I think I'm probably feeling a bit stressed out by that.
You don't know anywhere in the mapped galaxy where there are 3 large black holes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, there's 3 large black holes. I forgot to mention those. No idea where they are, but, it's jolly exciting.
Does this sound...
Well, you know full well that is the known centre of the galaxy.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is. And you're sure that's the future?
Well, it doesn't have to be, of course. You can try to change that if you wish to, but these things tend to be written. Are you okay?
I'm feeling a little anxious, and when I feel anxious, sometimes bad things tend to happen. So, I need to take a seat and be calm somewhere for a bit.
Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to the rec room. Here we've got the arcade machines, the pool table, the sauna. Lovely. Go and get a nice massage there. The massage bots are very good.
Okay, I'm going to go in the sauna.
Yes, off we go.
Sounds good.
Vikki, as you get your robot massage, you think a little more about the conversation you just had with Starkey, and it plagues your mind that someone has no idea where 3 supermassive black holes are when everyone knows that the galaxy is formed around 3 supermassive black holes. You'd find it very, very strange that he's like, don't know where that could possibly be. The massage is good though, he was not wrong. No expense spared.
No expense
Top of the
spared.
line.
Thanks, robot massage.
You're welcome. Meanwhile,
I'm going to come down and meet Stratos in the cargo bay. What are you up to, Stratos?
Oh, hi, Captain. I've just been fiddling around with this, and I talk about Wren. The Wren. What's a Wren? What's a Wren?
No idea.
Funny thing to call a ship. Anyway, it's got power now. Don't know what to do with it, but all the lights are on, and I think that's good.
Oh, well, let's take a little look-see at the databanks. If possible, I'd still like to get my hands on these bounties that are associated with this ship. It sounds from the distress beacon like they were in the other half, but potentially if there's any transponders or anything, we might be able to track down the other half from this half. So let's see what we can manage, shall we?
All yours, Cap.
And now that it's got power, I'm going to go in and I'm going to see what I can decode from the databanks.
Okay, give me a scope it out.
Okay, and I activated a hook a little bit ago around Strat, so I'm taking disadvantage on this. So take away the highest.
Oh, Snake Eyes!
Snake Eyes. So that's 4.
You access the databanks, and none of the information and coordinates and the like make any sense past about a week and a half ago. So, according to what you can see, the ship popped into coordinates that make sense about a week and a half ago. Every coordinate before that just is sort of inverted and flipped and doesn't really make any sense for where it could have previously been.
Looks like beyond a certain date back, these coordinates, all the data here is encrypted somehow. It's in some sort of code, or it's been substituted with something, or it's been scrambled. I can't really make head nor tail of it. It looks like for the last week and a half or so, it's been making jumps and then getting stuck in that orb. Can't really make anything out beyond that.
This is very strange.
Yeah, and very frustrating, because that means I have no idea where to go next. I think maybe we're just going to have to make planetfall somewhere and just see what else is on the board. It looks like this one might be a dead end.
Yeah, well, at least we found the nice lady.
So I'm going to have a quick look at my star charts for where the nearest big thoroughfare is, like the nearest planet that we could dock and take on supplies, find information about what bounties are around, see if there's somewhere we can drop off our passenger.
Sure. So previously, with the intention simply of getting away from the core, you made a fairly arbitrary jump into just away.
Yeah.
The closest planet you can think of which would suit your needs is a planet called Vesta. It's a very mercantile centric like trade planet, rich in sort of spice and ore and things like that, but of very specific use. It's very export heavy.
Well, I'm just going to quickly seek Starkey's counsel.
Oh, hello, Captain, yes.
So, Starkey, the next move I'm thinking is that we go and dock at Vesta and see what's on the board, and maybe see if there's anything we can do with our passenger. Maybe
Rich with the spice and ore, Vesta, do you know?
Yeah, no, I did actually, yes. We have been there before. Do you think that's a good plan, or based on your conversations that you've had with our guest, is there a different course of action you'd recommend?
Well, she was quite hard to read, but she seemed to be telling the truth.
Even for you, sir?
Even for me, yes. I think Vesta's a fine idea. I mean, it's the nearest planet. It's we might be able to get a hook on where to go in the future, possibly. But as far as our friend goes, I'm afraid I don't know much about her. I saw something relatively interesting.
Oh, do tell.
But it seemed clouded and strange to my mind.
A lot about this is clouded and strange. I've just taken a look at the databanks of their ship, and it just seems completely scrambled beyond about a week back.
Well, I saw something very strange. I saw 3 black holes next to each other.
Next to each other?
Near to each other, yes. Have you heard of anything so strange?
Well, I mean, we wouldn't know about anything like that, would we? It's anybody who got anything anywhere near any kind of anomaly like that would just be sucked in.
Well, I saw this.
Never hear about it.
She was near these black holes, looking at hundreds of conclave broken vessels.
Where is she from?
I don't know. I think we should keep her close, though. I don't think this is a drop and run situation.
Is it a good idea to take her somewhere populated?
Now, I've lived a very long time and I've seen lots of things, Matthew. Haven't I? I think it's worth taking my advice. Don't you?
It takes me a moment, but looking into Starkey's eyes, I get his drift.
My drift is very specific in this.
So I'm activating a hook, bearing that in mind. What is your advice?
Well, I think this is a good place to start. We can regather our thoughts, speak to a couple of contacts, maybe, and see if they've heard of anything like these 3 black holes and whether any conclave ships have gone missing recently.
Are you sure it couldn't be don't your visions sometimes work in metaphors? Could the 3 black holes be the other members of her crew that exert gravity on her personally? Or
You're far more poetic than I am. I tend to see these things as pretty black and white.
In this case, black.
Yes.
Just black.
Very black.
Well, maybe it'll become clear soon. But yes, Vesta it is.
I'll keep a scrying eye out on these things. How about that?
I'd appreciate it.
And, always watching, Matthew.
Yes,
All right, Dumbledore.
I appreciate that as well.
Goodbye.
So I'm not feeling much like interacting with either of the mystics after that, so I'm going to go and plot the course to Vesta myself.
Okay. How you feel about all this at the moment, Vikki?
I think I've gone for a wander, as is my want in these situations. Just to have an explore.
Like how much are you feeling like you want to share with these people, and how much you want to keep?
I think I'm always a little wary of sharing information, but I did discover in my past experiences that sometimes undersharing did not lead to good results. So
the massage is giving you some time.
Yeah, it's giving me some time to reflect. And so I think I'm heading up to the bridge just to see if there's like other people around or other things that I can find out about where I am, because I still want to know whether or not I'm in danger with this group of people. And I'm also pretty keen that they don't find out that I have potential value to the conclave.
How secure is the bridge on the Bad Moon Rising? Do you saunter in?
It's reasonably open, but I think we've probably got like a pretty good sensor grid all over the ship.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, Candace, put a tag on Vikki, the new passenger, for me, and just let me know if she goes anywhere sensitive.
Very well. Should have just left her there.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Candace.
Just on the console, just like, little tracking dot.
Yeah,
I mean, they're all there all the time, I think, but this one's just sort of pulsing, so you can find it quickly.
Yeah, so the bridge is reasonably open, but I do want to know when people are joining me there. Always looking ahead, but always looking behind.
Taking a good
Following that advice.
Well, that gives me some extra. Thank you, madam.
As you plot the course for Festa and get the people to just check your working on that, you pass it off to some other crewmen to actually execute the jump. As you turn, you can see that Vikki is approaching the bridge.
I'm just going to turn on my heel and I'm going to step out and I'm going to meet her in the corridor rather than allow her to actually come aboard. Getting to know the place?
Yeah, I was just taking a look around after talking to that old dude down in the rec room.
Is that Starkey?
Yeah.
I find his advice usually worth following.
Interesting. He told me some stuff about the future. How often does he do things like that?
He, if anything, lives more in the future than the present.
Interesting.
He always likes to know what's coming around the corner.
And when he's predicting things, are they usually he's seeing things that are happening in the future, right? Not things that have happened in the past.
In the future, yeah. I don't know that he has any particular. Maybe he can look into the past, but I don't think he has any particular desire to. And
he's a knowledgeable guy, right? Like, he knows a lot about the universe and the galaxy.
He's been around.
So he doesn't know about the 3 black holes at the centre of the universe, and I just thought that was like a really strange thing for him to not know about. Because everyone knows about you're looking at me strangely.
The centre of the universe is a cube of blue protocrystal.
And I'm getting a little bit stressed out about this.
No. Your vibe is very... no, it isn't.
Yeah. So the storm is oncoming. So I think my immediate reaction is to, try and cower away from Matt and any other members of staff that might be nearby that I might do harm to, but I am going to lash out.
Does it starts to sort of crackle?
As soon as I start to see electricity crackling around her and her starting to cower away like she's going to direct it somewhere, I'm quick drawing and I'm going to try and stun her.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What are you packing?
I've got a pistol.
Okay.
Which has a stun setting.
Okay.
Pistol.
I think you'd be able to read the situation quickly enough to know that it's not intentional.
Yeah, we're not having a fight, I don't think, are we?
No,
Yeah.
This is definitely this person looks like she's in distress and about to do something she doesn't want to do, and I'm just going to knock her out so that it doesn't happen. I'm at disadvantage because Starkey knows my voice and he's better keep quiet about it.
Awkward.
So discard the highest, gives me 5 plus 2 is 7.
Okay. You get the shot off and are just struck by a tremendous force just to your torso and thrown backwards, and you're going to take 2 harm.
I am wearing body armour.
Okay, so you're going to take...
absorb 2.
Oh, okay. So you're just thrown backwards then. It's just... Again, I think it's visually notable. It's a stun setting. You don't think he tried to kill you.
No.
So is this just a scratch?
It's a hard. Yeah, it's just a scratch. You're sort of knocked backwards, but not quickly enough not to hit him with a big ball of lightning.
And I guess hold a position or halt an advance would be the appropriate advantage from firefight. I don't want whatever she's unleashing to make it into the bridge where it could damage vital systems.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's successfully occurs.
Nice.
You're both just flat on your asses, having taken just this blunt force to the sternum.
How curious this ship is. Junior?
Yes? Hello.
Could you take our young friend, maybe downstairs to cool down for a little bit, do you think? And I'll go to see to the captain very quickly.
If you think that's best, of course, yes.
I assume you're keeping tags on this. I sort of help him up. Sort of pat him on the back. I assume you're keeping tabs on this girl, is that right?
Candace is. She's pinging me if she goes anywhere sensitive.
Did you notice that she shot lightning out of her body?
You noticed? Oh my gosh.
That did strike me, yes. Literally struck me.
Oh, yes, very good.
Right in the chest.
Well, maybe...
Notice how I'm smoking.
Oh, yes, pat those out. Maybe we should have something a bit more physical following her around as well. What do you think? How about I stick Junior on her?
Jesus.
I feel like... I get the feeling she probably needs some sort of calming influence. Do you think he is that?
He's getting there. You just give him a chance. I've seen his future. He's bright things. Bright things.
And you've seen hers.
Yes, very strange things.
She says that the ultramassive black holes are at the centre of the galaxy.
She must have fried her own brains.
So I'm going to escort Vikki down to the rec room. I know she's a bit, busted up, and I don't have many opportunities to make friends. People think I'm strange. And she seems pretty strange. So I'm like, maybe this can be a friend. So I just have that old man.
Who's constantly telling you what to do and giving you unsolicited advice.
And everyone else looks at me funny when I blink. So...
You get the impression that when you lead the fighter squadron, they just wish it was Matt.
If I wasn't good at things, I'm pretty sure no one would give me the time of day. But at least I get stuff done. So as I go along, I'm going to a little beat up. I can help with that if you like.
What do you mean by help?
Hard to explain. I kind of think about you being better, and then you are.
That seems relatively safe, and therefore I'm interested in you having a go.
I mean, I have disadvantage because of my hook. But let's find out.
Because of the general power dynamics on this entire ship.
Being good. 10. Scratches just go...
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a very strange sensation to watch these things just disappear from your body. What was basically a very strange, oddly super circular, perfectly circular ring of a bruise just sort of disappear.
Yeah.
I'm going to look nervous because often people are like, what the hell was that when I do? I'm just going, ta-da!
Wow. That is extraordinary. I've never seen anything like that before.
Thank you. That's most people, they kind of don't... Weirds people out.
Lots of things I do weird people out, so we have that in common.
I'm glad someone weird is here. Everyone else is so dull.
I'm glad that I'm not the only weird one for once. So, this is good. Thank you for sorting me out.
It's all right.
I appreciate it.
So, where are you going? I think we're going to a planet. I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh, I have no idea. I'm just going with the flow at this point.
Well, it was nice you were here.
Do you think they're just going to leave me there?
I don't know. They kind of just mostly do what my master tells them to.
He seems strange.
Yes, he is a bit strange. I think he's mostly just old.
Yeah.
I kind of get the feeling that's how humans get when they get old.
I think that is accurate, is my understanding. I don't really know that many old humans either.
No.
He said some things about my future, so some things that he said he'd seen, and it's very confusing. He talked about these, blue corridors and these three ultramassive black holes. And the black holes are something that I've seen before in the past, and they're the centre of the universe, and nobody seems to know, or at least the people I've spoken to so far don't seem to know what that is. And that seems strange because you would expect everybody to know about that.
I'm pretty sure it's just a cube.
A cube at the centre of the universe doesn't make any sense. This is very confusing.
Where are you from?
I'm not really from anywhere.
Okay, well, how about this? What? No, that's really all I had.
Why?
This is confusing. Yeah, wait. If you've already been with 3 black holes, so you have to go back, presumably, so you can just take us there.
But it's where we came from. We were at the centre of the... I'm confused.
So yes, this is the third person who's told you that the centre of the galaxy is just a cube. It's always just been a cube. Sim's last words to you come into your mind.
Very well. Here you shall remain, part of my creation for the rest of your short life.
I've got a horrible feeling I'm in a different reality.
I think that sometimes. The rec room's this way.
You've been listening to Merely Role Players. You can look us up wherever you find podcasts, on Twitter @merelyroleplay and at facebook.com/merelyroleplayers. Reviews and kind words are all very much appreciated, and we hope you'll join us again for our next episode.
And that raises me to 5.
Starkey, you're already at 5. It's because he can take XP every time we follow his advice.
On the XP machine now. I mean, what am I doing here?
That was a great skill to pick.
It's just like every time you just listen to this madman who has something on you. You've done it. You've finally done it. You've created the perpetual experience machine.
Yeah, you just make him perpetually more and more powerful. You could raise one of your stats.
Yeah, then your advice might be worthwhile.
I'm going to